Because he's always saying that Mick Jagger was like mean.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? There's just a lot of things that I was like, yeah, can you please bring that to their attention? I'm like curious what they...
Right. It's kind of like obvious questions. But I thought he answered pretty honestly.
I thought he answered in a way that made sense in a way that I was kind of bored by.
Oh, yeah.
Because
he was like, yeah, I basically am.
Yeah, I'm
acting.
I am totally disassociated from like people. But I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it changes your brain.
I did think that was interesting. Shout out Mick Jagger.
Do you think all the Rabel fame is changing your brain?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I mean, I do think there's some... I mean, we're not really... We can't say we're famous, but like even the experience of going on tour and like people seeing you and expecting something, or, you know, it is a weird phenomenon. Certainly.
Because I'm totally disassociated right now. I don't know what milk costs or anything, and I just like...
Yeah, just go out there. What does Mick Jagger sound like?
He's
it's
like...
It's not a Beatles... Do you know what...
You know, he's Mick Jagger,
yeah,
so...
You know.
Well, you keep adding the... when you're his British, your British is always
Beatles?
Cockney, or like Liverpool Beatles.
So do Mick Jagger?
I was just doing it. He's like... Oh, you know, when we were young and I was 20 and I was playing rock and roll. Yeah, and then you automatically go, oh, you know, well, I'm rock on Mick Jagger.
Does this sound like Mick more?
He's
like
more,
Mick Jagger?
He's got a less kind of iconic,
he's a little more swaggy
accent.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he's Mick Jagger, so he talks like this, you know.
This is Rabel Ranks, the official Rabel podcast where we rank different categories of songs.
He said it.
I would say
that
pretty accurate.
Might have been your cleanest delivery you've ever done.
Yeah.
I feel like we usually kind of sputter over the explanation of this.
We've done this hundreds of times at this point that explaining our podcast is quite easy. For
me, it's not. If you ask me, like, let me try. This is Rabel Ranks, the podcast where I'm not going to copy you. This is Rabel Ranks, the podcast where we rank basically three different each.
Basically, any description of a podcast.
We have three each songs. We each try to have one. We win and lose each round.
That makes a lot of sense. This episode, the theme is songs by actors.
And we're going to leave it at that, and we're going to get into it, but that's the name of the category.
We have not previously discussed, you know, it often comes up on this podcast, what is the criteria for this theme that you're doing this episode? And it kind of gets hashed out in the throwdown
during
and it gets messy. Like, I bet right now we have messy. But I did a lot of work today anticipating what your interpretation would be.
I was going to do that. So maybe we hit the same things anyway.
I bet we have a similar criteria. Do I bend the rules sometimes? Am I anticipating some arguments from you on some of mine? Yes.
I don't want to argue on this one.
Not argument. No, we're chill.
But I just it brought up a lot of things. The more you look into it, the more murky it becomes.
Yes.
Because the category is actors, best songs by actors. So how do you define that is up for debate. I have landed on a set of criteria that makes sense for me, but it's like a gradient. I don't know.
Yes, and I think we're gonna. I think I know what you're referring to in terms of the rules, but we will find that out. I would say generally, like, actors are kind of good at acting, and there's not a ton.
The actors that are good at acting?
No, actors being good at other things. There's
like really good.
There's not a ton to pick from in this category. There's certainly enough, but it does say something about actors, because I think there's slightly something going on where they're a little bit of like, in order to be a great actor, you almost have to be like a shell. And sometimes when they try and jump to like other art forms, it's a little bit like, what? You know?
Well, maybe that could be true of like when they're making fine art. Just like the
Yeah,
photos
that's
of
true.
just like
What's the Adrian Brody's
Brody's
paintings? It's like,
we don't want to badmouth anybody on this podcast.
but Adrian Brody
and we
is bad at art.
wait, because he
Is it bad?
could be listening. So we just want to say we are really like that Adrian is kind of expressing himself in other ways,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So
I will say something else that maybe not be interesting,
Go
but
ahead.
I find that I found with myself that when somebody is an actor and they start to make music, it's like way less when a musician that everyone likes starts to act, it's like everyone is
you've
super
spoken
excited
about this, yeah.
Everyone gets super excited about that.
Example?
But when a musician, for example, I just heard today that Pink Panthers is going to be in the next Daniels movie.
Like, that's cool.
And I'm super excited for that. But when I hear like some big actors like releases an album, I'm like, really? You want more attention?
Yeah.
And I find for me, that's a little bit of the sentiment,
Mm-hmm.
but I just think that's interesting. I think it's more fun and easier for everyone when a musician goes into acting than
I agree.
when an actor goes into being a musician.
I agree.
I don't know why it's received that way. I think it's because actors feel like it just seems like they're such the center of what they do already.
Yeah. When a musician does it, it's like, ooh, that's fun, and like you're trying stuff out. But
It's
when an
because
actor
you
goes
want
to
to know
music,
more
it's
about
like,
your
ugh.
music. Like when like if your favorite musician suddenly is like on TV or you want to know more about them. Like the music they put out, you
Right.
want to see them more because you're like, who is that?
Yes, but an actor,
I
you
want to see
don't-
them.
You don't want that as much.
An actor, you're not like dying to know who they are because you kind of know,
Right.
or you're like seeing them already,
Totally.
and
totally.
you're hearing them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just something to think about. Like they have a lot to prove, I guess. I don't know.
Do you remember who won the last episode, Songs for Kids?
Well, we had the same.
Oh, and was it a tie, the first, or did you win both of those?
No,
I think it was a tie.
I think the number one was a tie because we picked the same song.
Yeah, we won't spoil it. You should go back and watch that.
Oh, I mean, who knows?
No, we won't. I mean, whatever. You don't know what the song is.
No one's watching.
That might be true.
And my mug looks pretty today.
It does. Anyway, so how do we pick? Should we flip a phone to decide who gets to pick first?
Yeah.
We could flip.
Because
my
I
phone.
honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
either.
With this one, I also was gonna say I'm not prepared. I'm prepared, but I don't have a game plan.
Me neither. We're gonna play it.
Which I guess
By
are
ear.
both. Yeah, that means that they're.
Okay, do you want to call it screen up or screen down?
Oh, we're doing that? I thought you were gonna do a coin flip app.
No, I'm gonna flip my phone. It's fine. This is exciting.
Okay. I guess screen up.
Okay, ready? Screen up.
Screen up.
So you get to pick.
Okay.
Who goes first?
I guess Aaron goes first.
Yep. All right. Let me just refer to my list here. I'm just quickly deciding the order here. My first pick for best song by an actor is, I might pronounce this wrong, Canon Mexicana by Harry Dean Stanton.
Oh.
Is that canon? No, it's got to be canon. Let's listen to this song.
Means how far away I am from the land where I was born. Intense nostalgia invades my mind. You couldn't sing that in English.
Can we get it through?
Here I am alone and sad like a leaf on the wind. I want to cry, I want to die. Que lejos estoy del suelo donde nacido. intensa nostalgia invade mi pensamiento. Yo vivo sin luz, sin amor. No more leaf on the wind, no more crying. Crying to get back to where you come from.
Oh, that was, I spelled it wrong. That was Canción Mixteca. Or is that was that the one we just heard? Yeah, that is off of the 2014 Harry Dean Stanton Partly Fiction album, which is a documentary. And I am aware of what I'm stepping into here in the first song, because I think there will be some debate about did the actor write the song or not. And this is like a traditional Mexican song. He did not write it. But I believe the talking in the beginning at the end adds something to it, and I do believe there's something so vulnerable about his performance that he adds his own artistry to it.
He's already arguing for it.
I'm just aware of, this is the only one on my list that I'm breaking the, not breaking the rule, but I'm aware that it will
I don't think that's a rule break.
Okay. Well, then I feel good about it.
I think
then.
it's a song.
Yes.
It's not like, covers exist. It's not like
Exactly.
we live in a coverless world.
It's kind of remarkable how much he looks like Marcel Duchamp. He looks just like
I guess
that.
he does. I never.
And a little bit like Mitch McConnell.
It's like Mitch McConnell and Marcel Duchamp had a little baby.
Have you heard that song before?
I actually have. Because I don't know why. I think because I was looking for the Paris, Texas, music on Spotify, and it's not really anywhere. And I probably
Interesting.
stumbled on that.
Right. I didn't realize this. I should listen to this album. It's all covers of classics, I guess. But he does have a very honest, tender delivery and voice. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I'm not sure. Oh my God.
You're freaking out.
I'm already freaking out because I could go two different ways with this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to match you basically.
Oh.
I'm going to
That's
do
fun.
one that was on my list that's also a cover.
Okay. There we go.
It is Common People by William Shatner.
Wow.
She came from Greece. She had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. Well, what else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do.
She just smiled and held my hand. Rent a flat above a shop. Cut your hair and get a job. Smoke some fags and play some pool.
You'll never watch your life slide out of you and dance and drink and screw. Because there's nothing else to do.
Wow.
That was Common People,
By
William Shatner.
2004 off the William Shatner Has Been album. Is that also attached to a movie, you think? Or is that just he did
No, he just did that, and who, interestingly, produced and arranged by Ben Folds,
I saw that.
who we saw in a thrift store
in Phoenix or Tucson.
in Phoenix, in
and
Tucson.
we did not say hello.
I didn't know what he looked like, so I didn't know it was him.
He was folding all the clothes.
Yeah,
That's really interesting.
it's an interesting song, and it's cover of Common People by the band Pulp.
I don't know that. I mean, I've definitely heard it. I was like, I know it, but I don't know it so well. I really want to listen to the original.
It's good.
Yeah, so a cover head to head, but they couldn't be more different.
Couldn't be
And
more different.
To me, it kind of is representing both ends of the spectrum of actors and what actors are good at. This is such a
He's reading the lyrics
performance.
like a monologue.
It's a monologue, and it's he is such a showman and good at being a performer that it actually translates to the song, and then the Harry Dean Stanton one is like, you know, that's one approach to acting, and then another approach is like being this kind of like rugged person who's experienced a lot of things, and then they bring their experiences
Yeah.
to the screen, and that's like what
Kind
Harry
of a
Dean
more low
Stanton's-
key kind of delivery.
So both of these covers kind of like represent both of those
Yeah.
approaches and actors.
Both of the covers have like a spoken word element to
Yeah.
them. So it's like the actors were, this is a good on ramp into the whole thing because the actors are still kind of acting.
yes
in the
Wow.
song.
That's beautiful.
And I do think, what is it? The Common People theme, just the theme of the song is funny to me, being sung by like a big famous actor.
Yeah,
Because he's
it's
like,
so-
you want to
it's-
sleep with common
it's
people, you
kinda
want to do
demeaning.
what they do. It's just funny and poignant to have him be saying
agree.
it. So it kind of struck me as like being, it just holds a lot of like weight and meaning for a famous guy to cover it like that. Also, yeah, it's just strange. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the original, but it grows in this funny way.
it really blooms. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be hard. It'll be interesting to see the path to like me
Yeah.
winning this round. It'll be interesting to see how that like plays out.
Yeah. How what plays out?
Like, you know, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's like a head to head, but it's like it's
Right,
gonna
right.
be, like it'll be interesting to see how we arrive at me winning this round.
I almost put him at my number one.
It is powerful. Do you want to give a little maybe because I went first, I can give my pitch for why my song is the better song by an actor.
I feel like everyone heard that already, and it's now because you kind of blew it saying it first.
I just
And
want to say
now-
a couple of things.
Yeah.
My just sort of argument would be just on a personal level. I mean, this is a what's it called? Not objective, but a subjective.
Subjective.
This is a subjective podcast striving towards objectivity. And just subjectively, I mean, that was fun to listen to, but I would have a hard time listening to it, incorporating that in my like daily listening. And the Harry Dean Stanton one is such like a mood and a vibe, and it's just personally something that I would listen to, you know, in my day to day. It's beautiful. I like the song. I need to listen to Common People because I feel like I would like the original a lot. But yeah, I would just argue that the William Shatner one almost still existing in the world of the screen and like dramatics and an actor, but Harry Dean Stanton is traveling into the world of music.
but I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's not bad, but this is just
Because
my argument.
also,
My argument is that it's
'cause
better as a song.
It's the same thing with Harry in a way because he's also, I mean, half of the song is him talking about the song, and then he
Yeah.
starts playing the song.
Right.
But I guess if you listen to just that section of it, I guess you could count that as a song. I guess.
That's my argument.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, yeah, I think I agree with the listenability, but it's almost like saying, oh, like, because his song is so like mild,
Harry Dean
Harry's, that it's almost, you could just say that about any song that's just a guy and a guitar, like, oh yeah, this is easier to listen to, maybe, but I feel like it's a nice cover, but is he fully committing it, or he's just being Harry and then he's talking and then he plays the song and then he stops playing it and he keeps talking? It's almost like what William and Ben have done here is they've really transformed this song, and I think the song in a way has new meaning because of his
It certainly does.
his performance, and also the choice of the type of song, and like the kind of, like I touched on before, a big famous guy talking from the perspective of someone like talking down to like people that aren't big and famous, that are just the common folk. It's an interesting kind of thing for him to cover.
Willie?
In a way. Yeah, Willie.
It is. It's
is he-
interesting. I was gonna say. I think
Is
they're
he
both dead.
They're both dead, so that we can't give a bonus points for that.
Bonus points for being alive.
Whoever's dead gets
Well,
wins.
my person is alive.
No, that would be the dead person gets the points.
Oh, right.
Because we feel bad.
So they both are kind of deserving. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I do think
Like, which song would you be more like interested to show someone like, check this out? Because it's like, it almost makes sense. Like, oh, Harry Dean Stanton's playing guitar. Oh yeah, I could have guessed. It has that.
The Common People
This is more unexpected.
The Common People is more novel, and
Yeah, it
I would
is.
want to tell somebody at a party, like, do you want to hear something kind of crazy? And they'd be like, whoa. But if I was just on a personal level with somebody
Yeah.
being like, you want to hear a really nice song that also has this kind of like, and it's cool because he's an actor, right? And he was in this cool movie. Like, I would be excited about both of them.
Yeah.
But in the sense of like musically, which one I'd be more excited to share? I'd be more excited to share the Harry Dean Stanton as like a legitimate, hey, I think you might like this. Whereas the William Shatner one would be like, isn't this kind of interesting and novel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I really am interested like how this William Shatner project came about. If that was like, hey, I'd really
Was
love
him
to
and Ben,
do
like,
all
yeah.
these songs. And I'm like, it is interesting that he covered. I mean, what else did he
A
cover?
lot of. I think the rest are originals. Because I read that.
That's crazy. It's the first song on the album.
Yeah. I think what happened is William Shatner had a lot of like poetry, and Ben Folds like was arranging music for his poetry. I don't know who came to who. I think Amy Mann is on this album too.
Really?
I don't know. I think when you're just a big celeb, you can kind of just
Do what you want.
get Ben Folds to do whatever for you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I guess I do. I want to say that Harry's song is almost. I feel like I feel like you're giving him too much credit. Like
I don't think he was asking for credit, which is why it's kind of nice.
He just played a song on guitar. But
Wow.
William and Ben have done a ton of instruments.
You realize he's dead. He's dead, right? I think it's interesting because I think the Harry Dean Stanton song is from a movie, so it's more
And
about.
it's from a movie that
he's
he's
not
in.
trying to be like, okay, let's get in the studio and lay this down. It feels like a
It's
real,
It's
vulnerable-
almost not even a song.
a real vulnerable moment. But some of like think about like really old like field recordings of songs like
Like old
songs
folk
that
music.
yeah like songs that occur in real life. There's some like that's some of the most powerful music.
Yeah. Also, songs that occur in the studio with Ben and Amy.
All right. So
No, I could
how do
see
we
it.
decide?
I could see it both ways.
Me
I mean,
too. I'm not my heart's not in like.
yeah.
I think we're getting really good at this because these are great choices.
Yeah, they are. I think I'll just leave it at this. I don't know. I mean, we could tie it, but
We can't.
I think
I think this is fun and maybe more on the nose like the theme. It's like William Shatner did a song.
he really did a
That's-
song.
That's funny.
He like really tried.
I would give it to
And
Willie.
it's like an actor who really made a song. And he transformed it.
Is William Shatner
but-
famous from Star Trek?
Yeah.
Is that his main thing? I know him from his Congeniality, and that's pretty much it.
Is that like I've never even seen Star Trek.
Me neither. That's why I know him from his Congeniality.
I'm starting to feel bad for like what I said about Harry because I do think that the Paris, Texas soundtrack is like one of my favorite soundtracks.
I'm willing to give it to Willie just for the sake of keeping it moving.
But if I let me win,
you're gonna owe me.
then it's going to be harder to win later. And I feel like that's a trap I've fallen into before where you slingshot to a victory by
No,
giving me
dude,
the
I'm
first
just being a
round.
nice guy.
And then you say, well, I gave you the first round, so I'm going to go even harder in the paint for the second and the third.
Is it a crime? I guess it's a crime these days to be like a nice guy on a podcast. Fine,
Oh my
I'll take
God.
it.
No. I honestly think.
What do you truly think?
I think that William did the assignment more.
Yeah. He handed in that assignment with his whole pussy.
Right. But then it's like, this is where it becomes weird, funny in the podcast. Like, are we doing the assignment, or because sometimes are we doing the assignment, or are we doing really
Subjective.
really like what is just better? I don't
Right.
know. Like,
It's a mix of both.
because if we just did
Score
what
it.
was the best, sometimes
Give a score.
it would just be a boring podcast because be like everyone just knows these are, because we're trying to introduce you guys to other stuff.
So if you had to score Willie on the assignment of the podcast, best songs by actors, and then you also had to give a score for Harry, I think
They'd be close. They'd be
Willie
close.
Willie wins the assignment more.
Yeah, but they're close. I mean, I get it. Like, I like what, because you can argue that what Harry Dean Stanton did was take, his life experience, whatever, and put emotion into his voice, and like that counts for something. And it's just like, what? Just because William and Ben and like Amy got together and like hit it out of the park, are you supposed to just?
I don't think Amy was involved with this one.
She wasn't involved. I'm
Yeah.
just,
Okay, I think
Um,
the ball's in your court. I am willing to give you this one, but if you want to gift it to me because you believe it, you can do that.
I have to take the win because that's the game.
Take the win.
But I think like William gets an 8 and Harry gets like a 7.
right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So we'll just remember that.
But it's clean slate for round 2.
Yeah. Do you go now?
I have to
believe so.
go. I have to go.
You have to go?
I have to go. Oh my gosh.
Let me see what my number 2 is.
This is
It would be interesting to talk about actors that you would think would make some music.
but they don't.
Like William Dafoe, I could imagine.
William Dafoe.
Willem.
Okay, this guy doesn't know anything about actors.
Willem Dafoe, I could see laying down some tracks.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy that's like that has like bug eyes? And we made that Did You Know video about him, about how he was actually Pete Davidson's dad.
Are you talking about Yeah, he could be a musician.
Who is that?
I feel like we always forget his name. He's just
He's in The Sopranos.
He's like the best-
He is, what else?
he's
is he
in The Sopranos?
Yeah. Not one of the main people.
You're talking about the guy.
He has bug eyes.
He used to be a firefighter. Because he could be listening.
He has beautiful big eyes.
I mean, everyone knows who we're talking. What the hell is his name?
What the hell is his name?
He was in Fargo.
Yeah, what the hell is his name?
He's in all the Coen Brothers movies.
Yes. Fargo. Actors like that, like, let's see.
Because he used to be a firefighter and all that. It's like, yeah, maybe you put out an album.
Oh, no. You're thinking of William H. Macy, who's also...
No, I'm not.
You're not thinking of William H. Macy.
But he's also in Fargo.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve
and William
Buscemi.
H. Macy, they should form a band.
Yeah.
All right.
I worked for a guy who used to be a bodyguard for a lot of famous actors, and then he became a construction worker, and he was building William H. Macy like a thing in his backyard, like a house or something.
Yeah.
And I was helping for a little bit
Where was that?
in LA.
Really?
So Bill, how's that fence holding up or whatever? I'm just,
What was his address?
oh my God, it was...
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
We'll put the address in the description of the video.
You want to pick the second song?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm scared. Okay,
It's
I might
okay.
do... Okay. I'm going to do...
Get it teed up, and then you can announce it.
Okay.
I won't look.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to find out.
I'm hesitant about this one only because I want to do things that... Whatever.
Just
Okay,
do
so
it.
this is a song called My Body's a Zombie for You by Dead Man's Bones, which is Ryan Gosling's band.
Okay.
the size of the eyes and the flies in the sky.
That was My Body's a Zombie for You by Dead Man's Bones, which is Ryan Gosling's band.
I've heard about this project, but I've never actually listened, I think.
Yeah.
And way more respectable than I thought. Especially, I'm like, that's 2009. It sounds a little like Stomp Clap now, obviously, but I'm like, that was totally in the mix of what was happening then, and it's not
Yeah.
like totally bullshit.
No,
It does a good job at what it's doing.
It feels like, yeah, I mean, like you obviously heard this category, you're like actors, best songs by actors, you're like, all right. But it
and he
it
wrote
totally
this.
it totally holds up as a I mean, I really like the song. It totally holds up as like you could imagine this is someone's whole life is this band that
Yeah.
they're trying to do.
Totally.
Yeah.
Did he write that?
I believe so, yeah, with that other guy who's in the band who is
Zach Shields.
Zach Shields.
And
both
you said
composer, lyricists.
Ryan Gosling. And you said you think he's handsome?
I didn't say that today, but I think he's handsome. But I know there's a lot of.
He's a controversial handsome. His handsomeness is controversial.
I've found that like girls will be like, guys think that we just want a guy like Ryan Gosling, but we don't think he's hot. But I think we're not saying, oh, we think you think he's hot. We think he's hot. We don't need
Your approval. I don't think. I don't know if it does it. He does it for me.
I mean, you watch Crazy Stupid Love.
I've never
watch
seen
Drive.
it. I've never seen La La Land. I've never seen The Notebook.
I'm tired of these people being like, he's not attractive at all. Yeah, okay, we get it.
I've seen Drive, and I've seen
If you saw him at the bar, you might go,
Blade Runner 2.
who's that?
Is it called Blade Runner 2?
It's called Blade Runner 2049, so you were off by 2047.
They should have named it like they name like new razors, like Blade Runner Mach 3
Yeah.
shaving. Anyway, should I do mine?
Uh-huh.
That was a really good choice. That's like straight down the aisle. Straight down.
Really good basic choice, but
All right, I'm going to pick what I think is also a good head-to-head here. All right, don't look. Almost there. 1 second, please. 1 minute, please. Please don't look.
I'm sick to my stomach.
This is Why Do You Let Me Stay Here by She and Him, famously Zooey Deschanel.
Why don't you sit right down and stay a while? We like the same things and I like your style. It's not a secret. Why do you keep it? I'm just sitting on the shelf. Why don't you sit right down and make me smile? You make me feel like I am just a child.
That is Why Do You Let Me Stay Here by She and Him off of their 2008 album Volume 1. Famously Zooey Deschanel, the actress, and M. Ward, the musician. Kind of a great head-to-head. That's 2008. The Ryan Gosling one, 2009.
Right after.
Right after. And not crazy different musical
They really
worlds.
seem they're really similar. And like you said, they both clear out. Did you notice she said Obama?
Where?
In the beginning of the song, she says
What?
she says Obama.
Why do you let me stay here? Obama.
Obama.
So that
Why do you let me stay here, Obama?
that has to count for something. For
Extra
sure.
points. Best songs by an actor that includes subtly the name of a president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
I'm just going to dive in. This is an album that I love. I listened to growing up with my mom a lot. It's like a front to back album for me of bangers. They recently went viral again for, I forget which song. I Thought I Saw Your Face Today went viral on TikTok and it like blew up again. And I think they're on tour now.
Yeah, I saw they had 14 million monthly listeners.
Yeah.
For some reason, they could have had 500,000. And I
Yeah.
would have been like, yeah.
Well, it's because that went viral. It has 500 million. I originally was going to pick the song You Really Got a Hold on Me. But then I realized she didn't. That's like one of the only ones on the album that she didn't write.
Well, that's a cover.
It's a cover.
Yeah.
So I didn't. But every song on there is great. I am.
That's the one that you've checked.
It's in my favorites.
Yeah.
But the whole album I love. At the time, it was kind of like cringe and embarrassing. It's not like I was like I'm not
And
going to tell anybody.
it still is. It's stayed that way.
No, now it's come
I'm
back,
joking.
and it's relevant. And M Ward is and was especially one
He's
of my
great.
favorite
He's
artists
great.
growing up, and extremely influential.
M Ward is incredible.
And his production, you can really hear it on here. And
Yeah.
I think the story is that she sent him this really rough cassette of demos that she had, and he was like, "We
Just
got
as
it."
friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they turned it into
And I wonder
this album.
I wonder what made them make it a duo and not just I'll just produce you.
Right, because I remember thinking about it because I loved him so much, being like, I wish he was on it more. I love his voice. I always wished it was more of a duet thing, but it's kind of awesome how it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great song.
It's like a sunny, it's kind of, it kind of was reminding me of,
What?
it's just it's got some nice chord progressions in there.
Yeah.
Beatlesy.
It's very Beatlesy.
Yeah. And it's funny. It's both this and the Ryan Gosling Dead Man's Bones have a similar aesthetic.
Yes, it's very.
Can you still call it aesthetic if it's sound?
I think so.
What am I trying to say here? It's
Similar
a
vibe,
similar touch.
world.
Yeah, it's
It's kind of cutesy. Different
twee.
brands of twee indie.
This is sunny. I don't know if you guys could see the covers, but the She and Him is looks like a little sunny with a cute girl on a dress, and then the Dead Man's Bones cover is a dark.
This
Wes
is definitely more
Anderson-y.
femme. The Ryan Gosling is more classically I'm a man going into a
Mask.
saloon or something.
Yeah,
I-
his thing is it's almost like a haunted Halloween kind of in a not actually scary way,
Right.
which scary band.
We should note that Zoe Deschanel famously follows us on Instagram.
She does.
So, I mean, it's going to be hard to not.
Right. Hold on, I'm
mine.
getting a call. Oh, it's Ryan. It's Ryan.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, we don't think you're that handsome.
He hung up.
I'm just going to go in, Knives Out. I think my song, the She and Him song, is a better written song, has more depth, and the production's more interesting, and it's slightly less derivative.
I think that's. I like that you. I'm proud of you for coming up with that, argument. But do you want to say something that more matters, or
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I could see that. I mean, it's lyrically more. Well, it depends on your if we're trying to be objective. It's there's more lyrical content there to grab onto, and it's denser. I am not just saying this because it's my pick, but I prefer listening to the Dead Man's
Really?
Bones song. I just like
That's really disappointing.
I just like that that chord progression they have, and like the feeling and the atmosphere in it, and I like a children's choir.
Yeah. I'll
It's
be
just,
honest.
it's pretty to me, but I guess I know what you're saying. Like, oh, it's derivative of like stuff that sounds like that, and it's more like what do I want to say here? I don't want to say this, but it's like when it feels like when they set out to make the band Dead Man's Bones, they're like, let's make like a themed band that's like spooky themed. And if you're not into like a band that could almost have this, it almost has this like kind of cabaret thing going, where I feel like the whole if you went to their show, it would be I didn't research what their shows are like, but maybe there would be like dancing
Themed.
skeletons,
Yeah.
velvet curtains and candles and stuff. And this is
Puppets.
just, I could see puppets for them, like, actually could be good if they
Wait.
want to do like a puppet thing. Whereas the She and Him is more just like them just, they didn't have a scheme about like what kind of band. It was just a natural occurrence of like, this is just my music, I'm expressing it, let's just put it out.
Right.
Whereas Ryan, the actor, the famous actor, is it definitely feels like an interesting side of him that I've never seen, like a passion project of like his. He's like, it's unexpected.
It's unexpected. I
A
just
lot of people
believe-
wouldn't know that. Oh, that guy from that hot guy from the screen is in almost like has this crazy passion thing that he's doing. That's good.
I think I'm just convinced of Zoe more as the true secret musician than I am. What's his name? Patrick?
Patrick Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. And I think if I'm just being critical of the Ryan Gosling song, it needs a little.
It dragged?
It drags.
It
And
drags a
It's
bit.
actually it's like a long song. It's like 4 minutes and something. Not even that long, but it actually feels even longer than it actually is somehow.
Which could be points on, actually, because it feels longer than it is. So it's like kind of transforming time in a way.
And I actually liked it. It took more risks, and overall, the song was way better than I thought it was going to be. And there were some risks that were cool. Like, it was cool how you thought the song was over, and then all these kids come in and start singing.
Well, when you get a kids choir in there, you got to use them.
That was like bang for your buck.
They were like, we got to get them doing the stomp and saying,
Right.
spelling zombie.
I will say I can't remember that song. I know I've listened to this one way more, but
I don't think that's fair because this we just listened to it, and you've known it since childhood. So I don't think we could.
I'm
factor
admitting that it's fair, but
Oh, you can't remember a song that you've never heard before compared to one that you were just listening to that you've listened to probably 1,000 times since you were a little kid.
maybe that's not the argument. The argument is that I wasn't necessarily
Because I honestly can't remember this song, and I can remember. Well, you're singing it now.
Sing the zombie one.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm a Z-O-M-B-I.
I'm a Z-O-M-B-I.
A zombie.
A zombie.
Yeah, it's like,
This is a really good head-to-head.
yeah, I guess I kind of agree. The thing that's catching me is I kind of agree about the length of the song. Like the song is a bit
You have some critiques.
indulgent of itself. It's like keeps going, and it's like, but it's theatrical. It's probably part of the sequence of the album, and it feels cool and interesting.
Right.
But I guess if we're gonna give points for just like songwriting stuff, I don't know.
I think the Dead Man Bones thing, like
Dead Man's Bones.
Dead Man's Bones, like, yeah, I could see like coming across that band and being like, oh, they were like a 2010s kind of like stomp clap, like almost Arcade Fire-y thingy. but I do feel like they're staying afloat by the novelty of Ryan Gosling at this point. Whereas,
Yeah.
I think the "I Thought I Saw Your Face Today" song by She and Him, like, that didn't pop off just because of Zoe
Right,
Deschanel.
just because of who he is.
It kind of like incredibly like how like 20 years later almost revealed that it's still like a relevant song and good songwriting.
So maybe next time we do this category, you could pick that song.
Well, I didn't want it to
I'm
seem like
joking,
oh
I'm
he just
joking.
picked the viral
No,
song.
I know. It's like you don't want to just do the number one thing because this could be over, and like we can talk more about it once our number one picks are revealed in case something like this is coming up. But it is interesting to think about, you know, the Who, and
The Who?
the Who of the song.
Yes.
And so I did have that thought as well a little bit. And Ryan, if he's listening, you know, I like your song a lot. I picked it. But there is something to be said, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to rationalize here. I want to give you credit for that because it's like a lot of people know She and Him more. And Dead Man's Bones is like, part of the fun is that it is Ryan. And so, I don't know. I think this one is also close.
I feel stronger about this one for me.
This one is really, really close. Like really, like who's gonna win it?
I'm gonna fight for this one.
Do you have more points?
I will at the end of this game.
No. Do you have more points about this song?
I just think it's a more dynamic song. It's richer, especially if you listen to the. I know this isn't part of the game, but like it, as a project and an album, it's very strong. Like
yeah, that's not part of it.
across it, I just think it's more dynamic songwriting, and I think Ryan Gosling was like, I want to do music, and kind of picked up what was laying around at the time.
Yeah.
And like, yes,
Well,
this is twee. This is twee.
I think that's a little. I think that's a little harsh.
It is
but
a little
I see where
harsh.
you're going. I see where you're going.
It's I mean, She and Him is definitely like borrowing from like 50s kind of like classic songwriting, but it feels like it dug out its own space, whereas the Dead Man's Bones feels a little bit like a collage of things that were happening at the time.
Well, it's just I'm gonna disagree with that because it's like any song you could argue is like a product of what's happening at the time. I think that's maybe kind of like, you know, an unfair thing.
Right.
But I think a more interesting argument you could make that I'll make for you is I'm just like reading the lyrics. Why do you let me stay here, Obama self? Why don't you come and play here? I'm just sitting
On the shelf.
on the shelf, and I know that Elf on the
Elf
Shelf
on
was
the
happening
Shelf.
at the time, so she probably got that from there. Why don't you sit right here? Why don't you sit right down and stay a while? We like the same things, and I like your style. It's not a secret. Why do you keep it? I'm just sitting on the shelf. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the compare it to the Dead Man's Bones lyrics here. Let's see here.
My body's a zombie for you. It makes pretty much zero sense.
It makes
They
that
might not.
though it's enigmatic.
Oh.
Hold on, I didn't read yours as a joke. I can't fit in this skin. It's worn and useless thin. The size of the eyes and the flies in the sky make it hard to say to you, my body's a zombie for you. Oh, my body's a zombie for you. The smell of my breath from the blood in your neck. Oh, I hold my soul from the lands.
I mean,
unknown.
neither song is groundbreaking songwriting, but
Well, I was gonna make an argument that
Zoe's.
but it's just like it's all subjective, right? Because I keep coming back to this. The bands have different goals, and it's like Dead Man's Bones is like a theatrical band with a theme, and so if you can shit on this like thing where children's choir is like
I never did that.
spelling the word zombie. No, I'm saying you could.
Yeah, you could.
But it's just a different thing entirely. So then it's just like this kind of subjective thing of like which song do you think is
That's the game.
is better?
Explaining the game to yourself.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
guess,
like a subjective thing where we're like,
Yeah,
present
yeah.
two songs.
I'm just like Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll give it to Zoe. We could give it to Zoe.
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 We got that in the bag.
But he didn't get it so easy.
No, yeah, you made me
And
fight
I kind
for
of
it.
made the argument for him because he just kind of kept trying to do these like low blow things.
No, you know when you kind of just see like an animal, you know, or just like somebody suffering, and you kind of just have to let them slowly kind of like.
No. It wasn't suffering.
It was like I was going to
Wasn't
let you come
suffering.
to terms with the fact, you know, I was just giving you space to come to terms
Processes
with
of
it.
grief. No, it's not better. I don't even care.
All right, that brings us
Full
to
stages.
a head-to-head final round. No,
Yeah.
my technique is working perfectly again.
That's what I'm saying.
I've got him right.
He lets
where
me
I
win,
have
and then he
right
just
where
and then he
want.
goes for
the jugular. Okay.
I'll say this. I knew he was going to pick She and Him, so I did not pick them.
Really?
Because I knew you would.
I have a guess of something you could do, but I'm not sure. This is my final pick. Should I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't look. Are you looking?
No.
Okay, good, because that's...
Because that would suck.
Yeah. Okay. This is I'd Rather Be Sorry by Chris Christopherson.
If you hurt me, you won't be the first or the last. 'Cause I'll never know till it's over for something I've done and for something that I didn't do.
That was I'd Rather Be Sorry by Chris Christopherson off his 1974 album Breakaway that features Rita Coolidge on the whole album. Chris Christopherson is famously an actor and a songwriter.
Right. Right.
No?
He is. I think maybe we're going to have some trouble in this final round.
I anticipated that, but I'm prepared. Do
Um,
you want to do yours, or do you need more information about Chris and this song?
No, I'm trying to find the rest of my list. Crap. Sorry.
You don't know
We
which-
could cut this out.
It's okay. But I'd rather... Chris Christopherson made his film debut in 1971 in the Dennis Hopper movie The Last Movie. He was famously in A Star Is Born in 1976.
No, I'm aware of
opposite
all that.
Barbara Streisand was in...
I'm aware. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're telling everyone.
He was in Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, 1973. What else do I know about him? I think he was a very smart guy.
He seems smart.
He was in the military, and he was trying to become a songwriter in Nashville, but it wasn't really working, so he flew his helicopter and landed it on Johnny Cash's lawn to kind
That's
of like
awesome.
make an impression, and it worked.
On Johnny Cash?
On his lawn.
To make, what do you mean to make an
To
impression?
make an
on his
impression. He
lawn?
really was trying to get his songs to Johnny Cash.
No, to make an impression on Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And you said no to make an impression on his lawn.
You said to land on Johnny Cash. And
No, I said no.
his
I know. I
lawn.
said you said to make an impression, and I said on Johnny Cash,
On his lawn.
and you said no on his lawn, and then I was like, oh, like the grooves make an impression.
Right. But it worked. Are you texting
I'm just thinking here.
Ryan
Yeah, one sec. He's kind of pissed.
that you gave that one to me?
Now Zoe's texting me.
What is she saying?
She's in a better mood.
Yeah. That's nice. Are you deliberating? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't actually think I was gonna go with this one. I
I
really
feel like I know what you're going to say. Is that crazy?
I don't think it's that crazy.
Okay.
Ah!
But I might not at all.
No,
No,
because
no.
because this is really good. and it's just affecting me in how I'm thinking about
Emotionally.
it. No, not emotionally.
Because it's a powerful song.
It is.
I'd rather be sorry for something I've done than be
Something I didn't do.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn it. I need to think. Tuna.
That is a pretty good sentiment. And there are definitely other ones. I mean, I won't get into it yet. But he has more iconic songs, but that one really gets me.
The thing is I have an argument against this that I know that you're just gonna deny completely, but then it's like we're playing two different games.
Right. And that'll play out.
Tuna. Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know whether to.
Go with your gut. Go with what you think is the best song by an actor. Straight up.
Okay. I was gonna do. Fuck. I'll do. I don't actually.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Okay. I'm going to go with this song. Maybe you thought already I was going to play this.
Who knows?
I'm going to play The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars.
I don't even know that song.
What if I wanted to break? Laugh it all off and you bury me, I am finished.
Wow, 2005.
That was The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars, which is, if you didn't know, Jared Leto's band.
Off the album A Beautiful Lie from 2005. That is old.
Isn't this? And it's with his brother.
Can you tell me a little bit? I don't know that much about 30 Seconds to Mars. Is he singing?
Yeah, that's Jared Leto
And
singing.
his brother.
And I believe, it's Jared Leto, composer, lyricist.
And he gets full credit. Like he wrote it.
Yeah, it's his band. I thought it was with his brother, but maybe it's...
Doesn't this photo look like there should be a third guy?
Yeah. I think sometimes they don't, in the graphic design of the banners, I'm sure they wouldn't want their faces like over there.
Yeah, a Spotify banner is tough.
And there's like this symbol here that you want to look at, but you can't really see.
Okay, so we are pretty set up for an absolute battle royale.
Yeah, I think so.
But I won't argue yet, but I think my guess is that was the one that you picked going for the win, not with your heart.
Yeah, but if you knew the other one,
Can
it might make more. You might clarify what that really means.
Can I guess what the other one was, and it's also one that was on my list? The shout out.
I would love for you to guess that. We've never done this before.
I think.
Guessing what else?
Fuck. What's it called? Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna pick "End of Beginning" by Joe.
Close. I was gonna pick a song by Joe that I really like.
Oh, okay.
That is less famous, but I just really like it as a song, and I think it's really good. It's called Potion.
I feel like I must have heard it, but I don't know it.
It's on his album, and it's on his new album, The Crux.
Oh,
and
interesting.
It's just a song that I think is really, I'll say, fantastic. But part of me was like not wanting to pick it for a couple reasons, and one of them is like I feel like everyone here knows that already, that Joe makes music.
Right. Oh, so you're going for more of like the...
I'm trying to do the assignment in the way that makes sense to my heart. So
Yes.
in a sense, I am going with my heart.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, it gets tricky, but yeah. So Jared Leto was a big, famous, established actor at the time, and then he made this band, and it's like that's the sequence of events there.
What's the sequence? Because if this is 2005, when is Jared Leto's peak as an actor?
I think he's still in his peak, honestly.
Because I feel like it may
I don't
happen
know
later.
I don't know when his
Here's
peak
what
was.
I think
Is his peak American Psycho, or was it Requiem?
Oh wow,
He's been in so many
that.
things.
That's crazy, actually. here's what I think is happening is this is like a supreme pick for like, and I think what you're going to argue against mine is that you're going to say that Jared Leto is still more well known as an actor in spite of him having this band and this song having almost 1 billion streams, which fulfills the requirement more than Chris Christopherson, which I think you're going to argue that he's more well known for being a musician, which I'm not going to totally disagree with, but I will just say, I mean, this is not my type of music. So if we are doing this subjective thing, I'd just be like, I would obviously rather listen to the Chris Christopherson song, but this does knock it out of the park in terms of like probably the categories for the theme, where it's like it's clearly an actor. He started a band. It had it's super successful, and yet he's still more well known for being an actor. So it's definitively an actor making a song, and it's like their top song.
Right.
But I guess
partly
sorry.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
of what I was thinking. I think, and this isn't necessarily me trying to argue against yours. I'm just thinking openly about it.
Okay.
Which is, I tried really hard to pick people that weren't necessarily, and this is where the category, discussing the category gets interesting, where it's like, I was trying, but I put it on myself to pick people that weren't necessarily known more for like, because you explained it well, like this song has huge significant cultural impact. It was like a giant song, obviously, but like Jared Leto is still more famous as an actor.
Right.
But it's all, but the thing that was more important to me, I guess, is like that they were an actor and then they did music.
It's an then thing.
And then so like what the thing that I guess disagree with a little bit with the Chris Christopherson choice, which is it's an amazing song, is that he was a musician.
Well, that's where it gets
And
sticky.
then he did acting. So if we were doing songs that were like best movies by musicians, maybe we'd pick a Chris Christopherson song.
But here's where it's sticky.
He's a musician that made music and then he went to acting. So
But that's not.
But then it's like-
not true because
Yeah, it is.
With him, it's an odd case where
is it not?
he might be the only person where it happened literally at the same
the same
exact
time?
time. And I believe he acted.
my God.
He acted in his first movie, the Dennis Hopper movie, before his first album came out. Like he was.
How did he get
the movie came out after his first album, but he acted in it before.
So
the album
the
came out.
filming came out. The filming happened first.
Then he
but then the
recorded
movie
it,
came
then the
out
mo-
after.
after the album.
So then what do you count really?
Well, to me, I'm like, this is somebody who was from the jump talented in both fields.
Right.
So you could make the argument it's not a song by an actor. It's a song by a musician and actor. But I'm making the argument for like, well, what better argument for that than them being a fully accomplished
Then just
actor and a
add
fully
both.
accomplished musician? That's my argument. But I
Right,
could
right.
understand the argument of like, we're talking about actors. We should just be talking about
Right.
actors.
I
who
mean,
made
he
a
is an
song.
actor. He won a Golden Globe.
Who?
So Chris Christopherson.
Right.
So it's like he is an actor. It's like
And I
no one,
also-
and this is a song by someone who is an actor. So that fits on paper. But I think for me, there was this interesting thing of like, who is someone that you didn't even know as a musician, and wow, I'm seeing them in a new way. Like I thought way more people knew, but I actually think a lot of people don't know that Jared Leto has this band.
Honestly, I forgot it when you pulled it up. I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh, it's the Jared Leto band.
Yeah.
Like I think you are correct in that like most people don't know that.
And it's like they have these two separate lives that is like for example, I think that was more true with like She and Him as opposed to Dead Man's Bones, where it's like everyone who's going to Dead Man's Bones concert, probably 100% of them are
Wanna go-
knowing it's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
someone could discover a She and Him song probably and not realize right away that it's Zooey Deschanel from Elf, which is, you know,
Which is way more the case for 30 Seconds to Mars,
Right.
where it'd be like, wait, is that Jared Leto? Whereas, I mean, it's funny because Chris Christopherson is dead now, and it's like,
so he gets points
lot-
for
you
being
know,
dead.
I do agree that if anybody who is knows Chris Christopherson would be like might be like, oh, he's a musician and an actor, but they probably be like, I do think he's definitely a better.
He's kind of like 50-50,
he's a way better
is he?
songwriter. You know, probably a better songwriter than he is an actor.
Interesting, yeah.
But
so then,
somebody
so
might
then,
be like, oh, he was in the like first sequel of the first remake of A Star Is Born. Like I know that
he was in the
movie.
first remake.
Yeah, it's not the original, but it's
Well,
the
there's three. There's
1970.
four. There's three remakes.
Oh,
So there's one
maybe-
original, and then the first remake, they changed the name of it to A Star Is Born, and then there was another Star Is Born in the 70s.
This one
and
is
then
the
there's
70s.
and then there's so he was in the second
with
remake.
Barbara Streisand, also a contender in this category.
Oh my god, but she's a singer who acted.
I can't. Yeah, she's tricky.
You know what I mean? And this also makes me think. I don't want every.
Is Bette Midler? What's going on with her?
I'm not sure who that is. And what's going on with Bette? But I was gonna say, there's so like this brought up an interesting internal debate for me because I guess people are probably wondering, what about Selena? What about Olivia? What about Sabrina?
Olivia.
Olivia Rodrigo. All these people
They're actors. Oh, they were in
were like Disney Channel.
Yeah, but
And
they've eclipsed their
Selena
those
more.
careers.
Selena was more, I would say, because she was on a bunch of different shows and she was already
That's interesting.
kind of iconic before the music thing, whereas I don't think Sabrina or Olivia hit that level until
Yes.
they. But I think the thing is like, yes, you know, these people were on. They were technically actors on like Disney Channel and stuff before their music happened, and you could put "Please, Please, Please" on this, and like that would probably win. But
Imagine I pick a Beatles song because they were acting. In
oh yeah, it's like but then like, is that even interesting for us to bring up? Like probably not. People don't really. It doesn't really weigh in. It's like it's not like a interesting novel part of the experience to be like, oh yes, Sabrina Carpenter like technically acted, therefore, you know, I'll put on Please, Please, Please. Like I think it's like they have to have broken into the zeitgeist. I'm just talking to everyone. They break into the zeitgeist and then they enter the zeitgeist as an actor and then they do the music and that's like another
I
side of
understand
it.
that understanding of the theme.
I just want to bring up why we
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
pull Selena into this.
I would. It's just going to be a toss up here because it's like, yeah.
the other
'Cause the
reason
argument
why
is also like we're arguing about what the best
song is right.
is.
Well, the other reason why I picked this is because the Chris Christopherson song
Hold on, this is fucking frozen. No, it's still going.
I know is more exactly your type of music.
Sure.
And while it's also my type of music, I love that stuff. I also really like this stuff, but I know that
Do you really?
you don't care about it really that much.
What is the what?
It's
How,
just
what's the
harder-
genre of that? Is that like pop punk?
I would
Not
say it's
really.
like pop punk,
Or
emo,
pop rock.
It's not pop rock. It's like, you know, MCR, like
Yeah.
that realm where it's like emo, heavy emotional, like
Yeah, I admittedly it doesn't
Like-
pull my heartstrings.
right,
which is fair.
and that, and
Which is fine.
and that's fair. But it makes it harder for you to knock it because you don't even enjoy the genre.
It makes it harder. It makes it easier for me to knock it.
No, because you don't. It's like you could not like wine, and someone brings out the most fancy, expensive bottle of wine, and you think it
Right.
tastes bad.
Yeah,
but it's like
exactly.
that's great wine. So I'm saying this is great wine, but you don't like wine. And I could also argue too that it fits the assignment more, and that the song itself has significantly more cultural impact than the Chris Christopherson song.
Definitely.
And
I
that's,
could have
that's
picked
not
Me
to-
and Bobby McGee, and maybe it would have been more. But I didn't
Who's
want
that?
to. He wrote that song, Me and Bobby McGee. That
How's that go?
Me and Bobby McGee. Janis Joplin covers it. You would know it.
Would I?
Yeah.
Me and Bobby McGee. Yeah, and also in doing this research, there's a
Busted
ton of.
flat in Baton Rouge. And
Sounds great. I mean, I don't recognize it.
oh, this. Just another one for nothing left to
Yeah.
lose.
Okay. That's yeah.
He wrote
great.
this and
yeah,
has a. his
he's
own
incredible.
I maybe should have picked that.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
Yeah.
Iconic line.
I guess it's very obvious to me that like I obviously like the Chris Christopherson song more.
More. Yeah.
But I am open to awarding it to
Jared.
Jared because it does nail the category, and sometimes we've got to just play by the rules, and the real win is sharing this music with you guys.
Right.
I'm not just laying down.
No.
Because I'm like, it almost
I
feels
get
like
it.
useless for me to go too hard because it's just like all the arguments are like obvious or something. So I'm
Yeah.
just like jumping to the finish line and being like, well.
But yeah. No, I mean, I obviously agree.
But if we're arguing about
but-
who's a better guy, that's
right.
an easy
Well,
one.
that's
Chris
that's
Christopherson was like an
better guy.
an advocate for like peace and all.
Yeah,
this
I
good
mean,
stuff.
and Jared Leto, he has a cult, so it's hard to like.
yeah.
If you have it's not officially a bad cult yet, but it's just
And 30 Seconds to Mars, that's not possible.
well, it's like they've been going for a while, and they're there, they're gonna be there soon. I just wonder where that title came from. Yeah, I mean,
I'm down to give this to this just out of it is impressive. It is exactly what we were looking for
Right.
in terms of the category of it's not just numbers, but this song is culturally relevant. It has almost 1 billion streams, and it's by somebody who is, even though there's that much success, like you still might not know that it's an actor, but
Yeah.
it is an actor.
it's true. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that, but I'm
This
not
is
like
actually I'm playing the long game. Now I'm giving you
the next episode is going to be a
you're
sweep.
fucked.
But I mean, the Chris Christopherson thing is an interesting person to bring up because it's a different school of thought. Because it's
Right.
like he's a multi-talented guy, and he did music and acting at the same time, and so he's like a musician actor.
I would say this, yeah. If it wasn't just about the songs, and if it was like which person that we've talked about today has the most talent in both camps, I think I would strongly argue that
that would
it's obviously
still be
not-
hard. He's a great actor. Have you seen Requiem for a Dream?
I have, but I don't remember it.
It's Jared Leto's in it.
What else is he known for? I actually don't know.
He's in a ton of stuff.
He's in Dallas Buyers
he was
Club.
he won an Oscar for that.
That was pretty good.
I just rewatched that recently.
Okay, so he's good at both, but I still, maybe he's probably a better actor than Chris Christopherson. Actually haven't seen a ton of his movies.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Christopherson he strikes me as like a guy who is like just the classic hunk,
Yeah,
maybe, but I haven't really seen that.
I get that.
It's interesting category though, but yeah, Jared Leto, his method acting with the Joker created some.
Oh, he's in the
bad press.
Joker.
He was in.
Joker.
He wasn't in Joker. He was in Suicide Squad.
He's in Suicide Squad.
And I heard stories like, he was method acting so hard as a Joker, he would like made his
saying fucked up
cast
stuff.
uncomfortable. Yeah, he was saying messed up crap. I think he was like mailing dead animals to people.
Oh my god.
I don't know for sure, but it's definitely
It's plausible.
it's like I think method acting is cool. And I'm sure that for him, maybe mailing his coworkers a dead pigeon or something, or dead rat, I can't remember what it was, maybe helped put him and everyone in the headspace that he's the Joker. But it almost just feels like,
The other actors are like, maybe he's really the Joker.
but it's also like,
He sent me a squirrel.
it feels like doing your taxes as the Joker or something. It's like, yeah, I guess it fills in the world in your head, but is it going to show up on camera that you mailed something to the...
Yeah.
Like, is that going to matter?
I could see what's his name from Succession being a musician and it being not great. The other method actor. What's his name?
The one who's playing Mark Zuckerberg now. What's his
Yeah.
name? Every actor that you're like, who's that actor? I forget his
Yeah.
name.
Do you want to rattle off other actors that you considered? The only other one I have on my list, but there's other people to name, is I almost did Clay Pigeons by Michael Cera.
I had thought of that, but I didn't do it because it was a TikTok song, and I thought everyone on TikTok
Everybody
would know
does
it.
know it, but it actually he does transform it.
He does.
As a cover. It's a
Really good.
It's very valid.
Michael Cera, and I'm sure, and it shows he's got musical talent and interest.
Yes.
I-
Steve Martin, but I'm like I don't actually know any
yeah.
songs. But
I was really close to doing "Blame It" by Jamie Foxx.
oh, I don't really.
Blame
oh,
it on
that's-
the
that's a
alcohol.
good person to do.
Yeah.
I listened doing my research. There's a song by Joe Pesci that was like one of the most ridiculous awful
Oh,
things I've ever
really?
heard.
I almost did. Honestly, Juliette Lewis
Oh,
has a cool song. She's really good musician. There's a song called "Hardly Wait" that I really
That's
liked.
a good thought.
And another interesting one is Jackie Chan has been releasing music for years. He's got like
Really?
12 albums, and he's got a huge.
I had no idea.
There's a song I really like called "Hero Story," which is like his hit song that like just became a big anthem in Hong Kong. But we're
Wow,
not
I'm gonna
there, so
check
it
that
has
out.
less stuff. Jackie Chan, obviously, Joe,
Joe is an
who-
obvious one.
because Joe Keery, I think, he entered the world as being famous on Stranger Things, which I've
Things.
never seen. And then everyone found out he made this song and it blew everyone's minds. But now he's like 50-50.
Yeah,
Now
honestly,
it's like
it could
his
be
music is
it could be
50-50.
overtaken. I mean, the scale of that song is pretty ginormous.
Interesting ones that I probably wasn't going to pick is the Bacon Brothers.
I have no
It's
idea. what
Kevin
that is.
Bacon and his
Oh,
brother.
really? I didn't know that they did that.
They have a song called "Guilty of the Crime."
There's that clip. Did we watch it together recently of Billy Bob Thornton being really defensive because he's on like a news thing
Yeah.
to talk about his music, and they ask him about his acting, and he gets so fucking.
He gets
mad.
pissed off because he's like, "Why are you talking about that?" And they're like, "Well,
Did not make me want to listen
it's
to
a
his music.
significant part of your life."
I actually did listen to his music afterwards, and I was like, he needs to chill a little bit. It's not.
Yeah, I can imagine it being annoying though. You're trying to do it for real.
I
and
get
then
it.
All they talk to you about is that it must
Yeah.
be hard. Some other ones that are interesting. Brie Larson
I did not know that.
has an album called, I think it's called like "I'm Finally Out of PE."
There's way more bros than chicas doing actor to music.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson has music out.
Okay.
Yeah, Brie Larson's EP, "Finally Out of PE," released in 2005.
Wow, that's old. Same year as The Kill.
Yeah. And then one more that I thought was kind of cool is Dog Star.
What's
is
that?
Keanu Reeves' band.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
they're pretty cool.
Well,
But I, to be fair, wasn't as versed in that stuff, so I didn't dive in and pick that. But it probably could have landed on here
yeah,
just for the merit of who he is.
totally. Finally out of PE. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
as
I mean,
a
it
title.
sounds like it's almost like camp rock kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's young. I think it's like, she's finally out of PE and she's gonna let it loose. But I'll officially accept this win.
I think you had this win. Congratulations.
Thanks. I think he won the last two, so it feels good to finally get one.
Yeah. Should we call it?
Is this gonna be an interesting episode?
Yeah, because people are gonna watch the whole thing and find it interesting.
Okay.
Because this is definitely one for somebody who wants to learn. Like, who knew? Who knew these songs?
Who knew these guys had,
And I hope
music.
more actors dive into the world, the musical world.
Yeah, it's interesting what you guys
This
are
is
doing
an
on
official
screen.
invitation for more of you guys, and to take it for a spin. It's never,
Don't be afraid.
It's never been easier to make a song and put it out in the world. So like, don't be shy. If you can get up on screen, you can do this.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Rabel Ranks. We say this all the time, but we actually are going to try and make more of these. If you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe because you're going to be flooded with more podcasts. And if you have any ideas for future episode themes, you should comment, let us know. Because we're always looking for new ideas. But pretty much like, Yeah, thank you so much. This has been Rabel Ranks. We
Check.
are Rabel.
Check.
Check. Should we
1,
start?
2.
Checking the mic at the end. All right. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.